Hey everyone, this is going to be a pretty low effort video here as I am sneaking it into a very busy week for myself. But today's news is way too cool and important to not talk about, as there are some things brewing in the Baldur's Gate 3 community that seriously might change this game forever. Let me explain and also show you. As many of you are likely already aware, all of the mods that we've had access to up to this point, whether through third-party sites like Nexus Mods or through the official mod manager, which came with patch 7, all these mods have mostly just been ways to minorly alter your game, change up the UI, change the difficulty. More significant mods include like classes and races, but for the most part, you're still playing the same game as everybody else. I mean, a little bit different, but there was never any new story content, new maps, new character quests, nothing like that. And many of us didn't think that we would ever be able to experience more content like this, as not only did Larian themselves announce that they would not be making any DLCs for the game, modding wise, it didn't really seem like it was ever going to be possible for modders to create this type of content, as they didn't have the right tools. Well, check this out. This is the Baldur's Gate 3 Toolkit Unlocked, which was uploaded on Nexus Mods by mod author Siegfried. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that, but hey, shout out to this mod author. Let me read the description. Unlocks all features and write permissions for the Baldur's Gate 3 Toolkit, including level editing, save editing, and more. This was not possible until very, very recently, when this mod was uploaded on September 7th, and Siegfried, maybe with the help of other modders, I'm not entirely sure, found a way to take that official modding toolkit that Larian released to the public, a modding toolkit that had a ton of limitations and restrictions due to licensing reasons and stuff like that. These modders found a way to crack that open and get access to way more of the game's assets and editors and tools, including the level editor, which is huge here. Let me show you what the possibilities are. Actually, we already have some real examples. There are modders right now, probably as we speak, that are hard at work on creating brand new content for this game. And believe me, if this Unlocked Toolkit mod is able to stay alive and well, I would expect very, very, very big things coming to Baldur's Gate 3 for many, many years to come. Potentially even decades to come. You see examples of this all the time with games where you're able to do stuff like this. I'm currently on YouTube channel S. I'll leave a link in the description. There's a few other videos that I'm going to quickly just show you on this channel. But as you can already see, Astarion is running around Avernus right now, which is not something you can do in Baldur's Gate 3. You do get to go to Avernus a few times, and the game actually starts you off in Avernus. The Nautiloid ship's actually flying above the ground on Avernus. We never really have the chance to walk the ground like this, so this is a brand new custom map being created by this modder, and clearly it's a very early version of the map. This Unlocked Toolkit only just recently became a thing, and modders are messing with it, but the mod authors that put a lot of time and effort into mods are going to be able to create all sorts of things, custom campaigns, essentially DLCs. They'll probably be able to expand upon origin character stories. So like maybe a Karlak continuation quest down here in Avernus. As you see Avernus right here, there's so many things that can be done. Full custom campaigns, maybe even, modes that are totally separate from Baldur's Gate 3, where like a new story and a new map is created that isn't even related to the Forgotten Realms or Baldur's Gate 3. The possibilities are endless here, and this is just so cool to see. There's already even a little bit of story building within this mod right here. The character goes up to a few skeletons, and there's a few books that kind of give some context as to what's going on, but it's a very early version of the mod. If we go on to S's channel here and actually take a look at some other videos, you can see S has a ton of like tutorials for other modders trying to help them understand how to use the Unlocked Toolkit right here. We have a video on how to resize a map with the toolkit. We have videos on how to duplicate and create custom light effects, and there's actually an official Discord server, I think, for specifically the Unlocked Toolkit here, where a lot of mod authors and potential mod authors are talking with each other, teaching each other things, learning from each other, and helping each other out. And I'll leave a link to that down below in the description as well, because if we actually get some real big mods, which I'm assuming we absolutely will, as long as nothing happens to the Unlocked Toolkit, I'm sure some of these mod authors will need assistance with, writing and all sorts of things. If we take a look at the first video here on this channel, this is Baldur's Gate 3 Toolkit Unlocked Map Test, where the mod author created basically some lighthouse fortress island type area right here and just was kind of getting a feel for how the Unlocked Toolkit would work and how to operate it. And then there's another video actually right next to this one where a player character, Will in this case, is actually running around this fortress lighthouse area. Super cool. Also very, very early creation right here. The mods are going to be, you know, much more developed when mod authors have time to actually put them together and understand the toolkit. But this is just incredible. Now, there's another YouTube channel called Lotrich, and I believe Lotrich is also the mod author, but Lotrich uploaded this on YouTube. I'll share a link to this channel down below as well. And this is like a more woodlands forested custom area being created with the Unlocked Toolkit. Like, this is just incredible. Look at this. These are all maps that don't exist in Baldur's Gate 3, but they're created from Baldur's Gate 3 assets. And Baldur's Gate 3 is so asset heavy and rich. It's such a massive game with so much behind it that I think mod authors will be able to create some truly unique environments, tweaking things and taking things from other environments and adding them to environments that they're not traditionally in. There's just so much I think that they can do here. This is so, so cool. Now, I wouldn't expect like full cinematics or, I mean, even voice acting I know is a challenge for modders. There's a lot of mods that do have voice acting, but of course that requires a lot of work and you're not hiring like Neil Newbon, etc. for those. I mean, actually, I think Neil Newbon was part of the Fallout mod now that I think of it. But with that said, these are unofficial mods and it's possible that Wizards of the Coast may try to not allow this to exist. Some studios don't actually want people modding their games due to various reasons. I don't know if I agree with many of them, but there's a lot of studios out there that they don't want their licensed products being altered and represented in ways that they don't want them to be represented, or even modders, you know, potentially monetarily benefiting from mods, as there are ways to donate to mod authors. Some companies are not okay with stuff like that. So it's possible that this might, I don't know, it's been out for a week and a half now and nothing has happened. Larian probably doesn't care, and actually there's a theory out there that when Larian released patch 7 with the official modding toolkit, which was approved by Wizards of the Coast, that they may have just happened to leave a few lockpicks near the toolkit, if you get what I'm saying here. I have no idea if there's any truth behind that or not, but it honestly wouldn't surprise me seeing Larian do things to empower the community like that. It'd be a pretty clever move, but I think ultimately this probably falls into the hands of Wizards of the Coast, whether or not they allow it or allow a Larian to keep allowing it. I don't know. But do keep in mind that these mods would likely never become official mods that you could download right from the game like you can do with the patch 7 mods right now. I'm assuming all of this will be, you know, mods that you have to download from third-party sites like Nexus mods, and therefore I also don't know how possible it would be to ever see these types of mods for you console players, unfortunately. With that said, if this mod continues to thrive, I'll absolutely be checking out probably all of the well put together content-focused mods that modders come up with. And I'll be sure to also walk you all through the process for installing a few of these mods. It's not as easy as click one button to download like you can do with the official mods that you can find on the official mod patch 7. What the fuck am I saying right? Anyway, shout out to all the modders out there who are hard at work at trying to bring us new content, and shout out to Siege for bringing this Unlocked Toolkit to Nexus mods. Very excited to see what you guys come up with. And yeah, maybe I'll talk to some mod authors sometime so I don't feel as stupid when I talk about this stuff, but I think mod authors, if you're watching this video, let me know if I made any mistakes or if you want to expand upon anything I said in today's video. I'll catch you all in the next one. It's late. I gotta go to bed. I'm stupid.